Yeah. Trixie's got her tongue out.
He knew just what to do.
Just looks like a
Had it all
little
figured out.
wolf.
He
Little
walked me to my
fox.
appointment. Everyone said it would be over pretty
Trixie,
quickly, and then it wasn't.
show me your tongue,
They
Trixie.
told me I would have to rest in bed for 3
Show
or
me
4
your
weeks,
tongue.
which meant I couldn't dance.
Good girl.
It's the end of the school year. When they
Is
have
that
all
your
the
playmate?
performances, and I
You're about
couldn't
the same
dance.
weight now.
So, of course, the school
Oh,
calls.
here
and tells
comes
me
trouble.
I'm not invited back
Here
next
comes
year.
Mr. Gary.
It was heartbreaking.
His name is
Everything I
Trouble.
had worked for, dreamed for, all of it was
Hey,
all taken
hey,
away.
hey.
So what'd you do?
I went to Roger for help, but he said his
Be
hands were
gentle,
tied.
Gary.
It wasn't his. There wasn't anything he could do. So I packed my bags, went back to Ohio, back to high school. Drank a lot, drugged a lot. Got a job as a hostess in Cincinnati, and I never heard from him again.
But here you are back in New York.
But here I am, back in New York. About a year ago, I started having pain down there. Turns out it was a complication from the procedure, scar tissue, something called Asherman syndrome. It's very expensive to fix. So I called the doctor. He told me to come back to New York, let him have a look at it, see if he can correct it. I got on a bus, stayed at a hotel.
What's that Ewok?
In the morning of my doctor's appointment, I go to the office. And I'm about
Who's
to
the
give the
gremlin?
receptionist my name when I see something.
Trixie.
Behind her, I suddenly realize that I can see into this private office space. And at first I think I'm seeing things. Beyond her, through the open door, there's Roger, just sitting there, looking like a nervous puppy, and I'm thinking to myself, what's he doing at a women's health practice? And after my appointment, I waited
Hey,
across
baby.
the street for him
Hey,
to
baby.
leave so I could get a better
Hey,
look.
baby.
I saw he was with her.
Baby, baby.
I'm sorry, he was with who?
Emily, the girl who killed herself.
Chevy.
So were you jealous?
Gently sleeping.
Is that what this was all about?
Oh, I
Mr.
was
Chevy.
enraged. I knew exactly why he brought her there. I could see the shame written all over her face. It was history repeating itself. Realized we were in a cycle. He used us both. He was done with us both, and this is how he cleaned up his
Okay,
mess.
back to sleep now.
So on the bus back to Ohio, I did something I hadn't done in 4 years. I looked
Gary
him up
tired?
online. I never wanted to know if you were replacing with someone else, but
Who's
suddenly I
this?
was obsessed.
Who's this big guy?
And it turns out I was only one girl. It was at least 4 other girls, all the same
Who's
pattern,
this
all
big
within
guy
for
right
6
here?
months to a year.
Where's that big guy?
And then the girls, the ones he would sponsor, would suddenly drop out of school. Never to be heard of again, just another girl who tried to make it in New York and couldn't. Another sweet young thing who hit her sell-by date. Then I read that Emily killed herself. And I knew he would go to the funeral.
It's the district attorney and Judge Hopkins. May we come
Gary,
in?
take a nap.
So here we go, Holly.
Leave
When
them
they ask
alone.
the question, you know what you have to answer.
I'm guilty as hell.
Take a nap, Gary.
I'm proud of it.
Night, night, sisters. Take a nap, Gary. Leave your brothers alone.
This is Rachel Carter. She is 2 years older than Holly, but she pretty much had